You are annoying your dog every single day, and you have no idea you are doing it. That sounds harsh, but stay with me, because what I am about to tell you could completely change how your dog feels living in your home. Here is the truth nobody wants to admit. Most owners think they know what their dogs love, but dogs cannot tell us when something bothers them. So they tolerate things that actually stress them out just because they love us too much to complain. A veterinary behavior study found something shocking. Over 80% of common owner behaviors trigger measurable stress in dogs: elevated heart rate, increased cortisol, subtle anxiety signs that look completely normal to humans. Your dog is not going to growl at you. They are not going to run away. They will just quietly endure because you are their entire world, and they would rather be uncomfortable than disappoint you. That loyalty is beautiful, but it also means dogs suffer in silence while owners have no clue anything is wrong. The 6 things I am about to reveal might surprise you. You probably do some of them daily thinking you are being loving, but once you see the truth, everything changes. Let us start with the most common one. Number 1, wrapping them in tight hugs. This one hurts because hugging feels like pure love. You squeeze your dog close thinking, this is how I show I care. But watch your dog's face next time. Really watch. Ears flattened, eyes looking sideways, body gone stiff, maybe a small yawn or tongue flick. These are stress signals happening while you feel like you are bonding. In dog language, being pinned down signals dominance or threat. Arms wrapped around them triggers ancient survival instincts that have nothing to do with your loving intentions. Researchers analyzed hundreds of photos showing humans hugging dogs. Over 80% of dogs displayed clear discomfort signs, not enjoyment, not relaxation, active stress. Your dog tolerates hugs because they choose you over their own comfort. That is love, but it is not enjoyment. Number 2, patting the top of their head. Everyone does this automatically. Hand goes straight to the skull like it is the obvious place to pet a dog. But think about it from their view. Something large flies toward their face from above. They cannot see where it will land. Just a big shape approaching the most vulnerable part of their body. Most dogs tolerate head pats from trusted owners. But watch what happens with strangers. Duck. The flinch. The slight pull away that happens so fast you almost miss it. Dogs actually prefer chest scratches or side touches, areas they can see. Places that do not require blind trust about what comes next. Try it tonight. Scratch their chest instead of patting their head. Watch their body melt into relaxation. That difference tells you everything. Number 3, staring into their eyes intensely. Flirt. You gaze at your dog thinking you are sharing a loving moment. But dogs read prolonged eye contact very differently than humans do. In canine language, direct staring is confrontation. It says, I am challenging you. Between unfamiliar dogs, it can start fights. Your dog knows you are not threatening them, but instincts still fire deep in their brain. That ancient code still reads staring as something serious. This is why slow blinks and soft glances work better. They communicate affection without triggering confrontation instincts buried in your dog's DNA. If you are realizing you do these things, hit subscribe. The next 3 are even more common and just as surprising. Number 4, dragging them away from sniffs during walks. Your dog stops at every single spot, sniffing forever while you have places to be. So you pull the leash and keep moving. This seems harmless, but you are actually stealing the entire purpose of walks from your dog's perspective. For humans, walks mean exercise and fresh air. For dogs, walks mean information gathering. Every sniff tells them which animals passed, what they ate, when they were there, how they felt. The ground is a newspaper filled with stories, and you keep yanking it away mid-sentence. Studies found dogs who sniff freely during walks show significantly lower stress than rushed dogs. Mental stimulation from sniffing exhausts them more than physical movement alone. When you pull away from smells repeatedly, the message becomes your curiosity does not matter to me. That builds frustration where there should be joy. Number 5, pushing them into social situations. Your dog seems nervous meeting another dog. You think exposure helps. Push through the fear. Make friends, so you pull them closer hoping they relax. This is one of the most damaging things owners do. Dogs have individual personalities. Some love everyone, others prefer solitude. Neither is wrong. Forcing an uncomfortable dog into social situations floods their nervous system with stress they cannot escape. They are not learning to be friendly. They are learning you will not protect them. when they feel scared. That damages trust in ways that take months to repair. A dog pushed past their limit might eventually snap, not because they are aggressive, because every other signal got ignored and biting became the only way left to communicate. If your dog seems hesitant, let them choose, approach on their terms, or walk away entirely. Respecting boundaries builds more trust than any forced greeting ever could. Number 6, changing the rules randomly. Sometimes your dog can sleep on furniture. Sometimes that gets punishment. Sometimes begging works. Sometimes it earns scolding. The rules shift without explanation. This inconsistency creates anxiety most owners never recognize. Dogs feel safe when life is predictable. This action causes this result, always. When rules change randomly, dogs live in constant uncertainty, never knowing if this time the behavior is acceptable or forbidden. Research shows inconsistent households produce significantly more anxious dogs. Even strict, consistent rules create calmer dogs than flexible rules that keep changing. Your dog is not being defiant. They genuinely cannot figure out what you want. That confusion feels awful to live inside every single day. Pick boundaries and maintain them, always allowed or never allowed. Your dog craves that clarity more than extra treats. So what does all this really mean? Your dog forgives everything. The hugs that feel suffocating. The walks that feel frustrating. The rules that never make sense. They forgive all of it because you are their person. But forgiveness is not the same as comfort. And now you know the difference. Tonight, change one thing. Skip the head pat. Let a sniff last longer. Give space instead of forced closeness. Watch what happens when your dog realizes something is different. They will not understand what you learned. They will just feel that life suddenly got a little easier. Share this with someone who loves their dog, but might be making these mistakes without knowing. Because every dog deserves an owner who finally understands what they cannot say out loud.